Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome inside the H. Dana Taylor Gymnasium for tonight's Division I girls volleyball matchup. And that is between the Purple Panthers of Nashua South and your Merrimack Tomahawks. Brian Gagnon here with you, alongside the videographer this evening, our Assistant Media Services Coordinator for the town of Merrimack. That is Mr. Justin Sles. How are you, Justin?
I am great, Brian. How are you?
Doing very well, and great to be back here covering some volleyball this year. First of two games here in 2023.
First one got heated out, I guess.
Heated out, yeah. It was
a hot one, so
one of those crazy 98-degree days in September.
Yeah, it was definitely a toasty one that day. So I believe we're rescheduled to shoot that one on the 4th of October, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. But business here tonight. We have Nashua South ready to serve the first point of tonight's match. Sam Lina puts it up. And Flett gets it over the net for Merrimack. And a kill right there for number 12, Mia Sulich. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. For Nashua. Purple Panthers come in at 5-2 on the season. And Merrimack coming in 2-4, but they have not benefited from the schedule early on. And that serve goes out of bounds. We have a 1-1 game. Unfortunately for Merrimack, they had to open the season against Bedford. They've had to also play BG and undefeated Dover as well.
Sounds like a tough competition to start with there, Brian.
How about an ace right there for Merrimack? And that is Sam Lina, one of the returning starters. All six coming back from last year. Nice save by Victal. Flett tries to get one down for the Tomahawks. And a big dig right there by Victal on the kill attempt. And that's a point for Nashua. Morgan Gillis on the block. And she got that over for the point, and we're tied at 2 in this first game. And the point goes to Nashua. They take a 3-2 lead. That was Mia Sulich once again on the serve. And she'll get it back here. Nashua South, as we mentioned, 5-2 on the year. Very strong start to the season. I'll put one up here. Nashua gets another point. That is Morgan Gillis. Her first kill, and a 4-2 Nashua lead. Victal, one of the best defensive players on this team, over to Lily Petrucelli. Now Flett. Lina sets up Petrucelli. Nashua somehow keeps it alive. They got to get it over, and they do. Wow. Great job by the Purple Panthers. And Sam Lina with a little, excuse me, get it over, and they do.
Right there.
Wow.
Don't mind if I do.
Great job by the Purple Panthers. Not her intent, but she'll take the point. And Sam Lina, her face kind of said it all there. 4-3 the score. Nashua gets it over. That was Molly Lecklider. Petrucelli, little tap over the net. And a big kill right there for Haley Hicks. Well, this Nashua team looks very strong in the early going, up 5-3. So a reminder, we play to 25. Those of you watching for the first time, we play games to 25, best 3 out of 5.
Great. I also appreciate the reminder, Brian.
And that is a long serve by Morgan Gillis, point to Merrimack. Points are up for grabs on every play as well. You don't have to serve to get the point. Petroselli will take one though. That's her first ace, and we're tied at 5. That one goes long. Point to the Purple Panthers. A couple of substitutions here. Michaela Schubert and Eleni Romero. They will enter the game for Nashua. And this is number 11, Michaela Schubert, on the serve. Dug out by Bradley. Lina keeps it alive. That's Sofia DeGrazia in the game for Merrimack. A great block there by Amelia Walker. Nashua keeps it alive. Lina pops it over. Schubert puts it up. And a great point there by Kathy Shriver. Let me try this one again here. I can't even read my own writing. Shriver Kathy Reddy. And a 7-5 lead for the Purple Panthers. That's going to be a double hit on Walker. Point to the Nashua Purple Panthers. 8-5 our score here in game number 1. Schubert on the service. Lina to Bradley. Little tip by Bradley, no good. And Nashua keeps it in. Maglio puts it up for Lina. Petroselli has to get it over. She does. Big hit there by Leckliner. And the point to Nashua. That's 4 in a row for the Purple Panthers. And that's their lead right now at 9-5. Thank you for joining us tonight here on Merrimack TV, our first volleyball game of the year. DeGrazia. Try for the point there. A nice job by Paige Willette to keep it alive for Nashua. And she knocked it out. So the
check
point
that
to
one
the
out
Tomahawks.
on the replay here.
And speaking of replays, we'd like to welcome our new media assistant. That is Grace LeMay. She's over in the studio.
Grace LeMay's got double duty tonight. We have a conservation meeting at 6:30, so she's going to be doing her best to give us some replays while she's also tending to the conservation meeting as well, Brian. So
a great block there by Julia Bradley, one of the veterans on this team. We thank Grace for her work tonight.
Yeah, we're thrilled to have her. She's been doing great, and we really appreciate all the work she's been doing.
Tough break for the Tomahawks there. Petroselli knocked that one into the ceiling. (10-7) Nashua South. Number 2, Yvette Byron. She'll hit the serve here for Nashua. Oh, nice play by number 3, Harley Twofoot. Getting the point there for Merrimack. Little trickery right there.
Check out dropping that right into the spot there. Nice.
And Flett will come back into the game for DeGrazia. Julia Bradley on the serve. We've done, this is our 3rd season doing volleyball games, and Julia's been a part of all 3. And she gets the ace right there.
Nice.
Gets that to a 1-point game. Merrimack on a little run of their own here. 4 of the last 5 points going to the Tomahawks. Bradley again. Great serve. And a long shot by Sulich. And we have a tie game, 10-10. Look at the power on this shot here by Sulich. Just out. Bradley looking for 3 in a row here. And Merrimack looking for its first lead as well, since 2-1. Nashua has to get it over. They do. Petroselli, nice save. 2 foot now over to Walker. Walker gets it down. Nice dig by Molly Lecklider. And a spike for Sulich. It's her second of the game. And South takes the lead again, 11-10. Molly Lecklider on the serve. She's the libero for Nashua. Fleck gets it over for Merrimack. And we're tied at 11. This is Amelia Walker now on the serve for Merrimack. She had a nice game last week here against Dover. And Walker able to dig that one up. Fleck gets it over. They set it up for Sulich. And another one. That is 3 kills now for Mia Sulich. And a 12-11 Nashua South lead. We talk about Merrimack. They have a much improved team over last year, returning 9 players. They took Dover, in 4 games here last week. Won the first game. Dover hasn't lost a match yet this year.
Oh, wow.
And Tomahawks were never really out of it. It never felt like they were out of it. We got a little break in the action here. Wanted to remind you all, if you do not have the Merrimack TV app, now would be a great time to get it. This is a fantastic new app. You can bring us anywhere.
Absolutely, Brian. We are thrilled to have the Merrimack TV app. You just download it, Roku, Apple TV, iOS, Android. It's everywhere. It's got everything on there, the live streams, all kinds of different content. You can catch the next game live there. You can catch past games live there. Anything else, school events, meetings, you got to get those meetings in. Catch those at anytime. Merrimack TV app. Download it wherever you can get an app.
We found a great use for the on-demand content. I do a lot of work with the scouts, and one of the requirements is to attend a town meeting and kind of disseminate the happenings at the town meeting and how they debate and everything. And for those who can't make it to the live town meeting, they pull up Merrimack TV on demand.
Yeah, perfect.
Able to fulfill their requirements. And, tremendous
why not?
service.
The fun part about actually going to the meeting, though, is town council usually has them lead the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
As great as the app is, being able to lead that pledge, if you can make it down there.
Here we are back to the action here. And this is number 4 for Nashua, not in my roster. So she will now be known as number 4. A double hit for 2 foot. And unfortunately, that is not allowed.
We just printed that roster off today, Brian, so I don't know. She must have been a late ad.
And she will serve here for Nashua. Nice, powerful serve. It just caught the line. And an ace. That's Nashua's first ace. And they take a 3-point lead. It is 14-11. Merrimack had battled back to tie it. And Nashua took it right back. That one goes out. Point to the Tomahawks. And we'll get some subs here for Merrimack. Lina and Maglio back in. And though we place 2-foot and Cray.
Thank you for watching tonight's game on Merrimack TV, Channel 8 and HD 1072, online at merrimacktv.com. And as we mentioned before, we're also available on streaming devices and phones now, iOS, Android, with the all-new Merrimack TV app. Your community, your voice, Merrimack TV. So we get back into it here.
Your community, your voice, anywhere you go.
In your pocket.
Absolutely. Leckliner, nice play by Lina to dig that one up. Flett knocks it out of bounds. And the point to Nashua. Mia Sulich with the serve. Nice play by Victor, but she knocked it out of bounds. So Sulich gets an ace on top of that. On top of 3 kills, she's had a really nice first game here. Good play by Victor. Lina sets up Petroselli. And she gets the point for Merrimack. Of course, we also know the name Lily Petroselli from last year's tremendous game against Bishop Girton.
Yes.
You want to talk about on-demand content, go check out that game. Flett on the serve. And a big block by Petroselli. Nashua somehow keeps it alive. Victor digs it out. Lina to Bradley. And Nashua hit the net. So the point to Merrimack, it is now 16-14. Nice play by Nashua to get it over. Now Bradley tips it. And it will be the point to Nashua. They're going to say she got under it. The Merrimack bench disagrees.
We'll have a look at that again here.
Yeah, you be the judge. Looked like she might have carried it. Victor puts it up in the ceiling. That's a tough play for Maglio. And she knocks it out of bounds. Point to the Purple Panthers, 18-14. Well, it's so tough with the rafters, you know, pretty low here. I mean,
they seem kind of low when I'm standing up here on the bleachers.
Certainly
sure.
come into play. How about an ace for Morgan Gillis?
So Brian, if the ball hits the bleachers, does it automatically count as out of bounds, or you just have to kind of play it and hope it's not bouncing all crazy?
If it hits, it's out.
I see. Okay.
You can run and play it into the bleachers, but if it hits, it's out. I've seen some crazy points over the years.
Yeah, let's get a view of these rafters here. Yeah, you know, I didn't have to pull up the camera too much higher to see. They're just seem a little bit low here, but you know, you got to work with what you got.
Now the rafters are in play. You can those things can rattle around up there all day, so it makes it exceedingly tough on the players. You know, Maglio had to kind of read that bounce. It could have gone anywhere. 19-14, Nashua South. Nearing the end of game 1. We played best of 5 here. And it will be Morgan Gillis again on the serve. Nashua scored the last 3 points. And DeGrazia couldn't get that one. It is now 20-14, Nashua. Gillis having a heck of a first game as well. And right on cue, she hits it into the net.
How do you do it, Brian?
It's every time.
How do you do it?
Every time. We will see Morgan Gillis, of course, during the basketball season. She plays for the Nashua South girls team, of course. Although I don't think South is coming here this year. They were here last year.
I have not checked the schedule yet, Brian.
I have, and it's quite a schedule for the girls.
Is it?
Oh, yes.
Oh, boy. We'll be looking forward to that come wintertime.
Absolutely. And Bradley couldn't get that one over for Merrimack. 21-15. If you're a fan of girls basketball, I'll tell you what, it's going to be quite the schedule.
We hope you'll join us for that come the winter season. Hope you'll join us for the rest of these volleyball and soccer and football games as well.
Absolutely. I feel like we just got started with the fall season.
We did. We were supposed to start on like I believe it was the 6th.
Yeah, maybe
but
fifth,
it was
fifth or
had that heat, hot heat.
Yes.
That kind of shut us out of the game. Had the game canceled. Then we had a thunderstorm halfway through our football game, first one of the season, and some rescheduling issues. But yeah, it just seems like we're just starting to dig in here with the fall sports schedule. But I'm glad to be here with you, Brian.
Absolutely. No threat of rain tonight, no threat of heat.
Nope.
Well, this is a big stretch here for Merrimack, and Marissa Cray is going to serve. Marissa is a senior, returning from last year's team. Oh, that was quite a serve. That looked like a knuckleball. The way that thing was spinning. And the point to Merrimack, it is 21-17. Boy, again, kind of like a sinker. That thing's confusing Nashua.
She must be hitting it just so. I don't know how she's doing that.
The spin she's getting on that is unreal. That had a little more of the front spin on it that you would expect to see. And a double hit. Point to Nashua. Sorry, I'm talking about the spin on volleyballs. Mm-hmm. I have no volleyball experience, just for the record.
Just like recreational volleyball, maybe?
That was a baseball coach's perspective on a volleyball serve.
I'm sure it definitely affects the way the ball is floating through the air,
Absolutely.
Brian. So we'll look a little more into the physics of it. And we'll get back to you October 4th at our next game.
What a play there by Sofia de Grazia, the junior. Sofia coming up from the junior varsity team last season. And she gets a big point there for Merrimack, 22-19 Nashua. And they have Julia Bradley on the line. Bradley, nice serve right down the line. And another point for Mia Sulic. She got 4 kills in this first game to go along with an ace as well. Nashua 2 points away from taking this first game. They put it up for Walker, and she couldn't quite get that one. Game point here for the Purple Panthers, as Molly Lecklider is going to try to get that. Petroselli somehow able to keep that alive, and she hits it long. Game 1 goes to Nashua. 25-19 in favor of the Purple Panthers. So an exciting game 1, pretty evenly matched between these two teams. But once again, Merrimack, right there and coming up on the losing end of that one. But we play best of 5 here, and we'll have a little break in the action. Want to thank you all for joining us tonight on Merrimack TV. Brian Gagnon here alongside Justin Slez. Our first volleyball game of 2023.
Yeah, thank you for watching tonight's game here on Merrimack TV. You know, if you're interested in learning more about Merrimack TV, you can always email the Media Services Coordinator, Nicholas Lavallee, or myself, the Assistant Media Services Coordinator, Justin Slez, at Merrimack TV at merrimacknh.gov. You can always come down to the studio at Town Hall. We are in the West Wing up the stairs. We have done some improvements to our community studio. Come check those out. Come see what we have to offer up there. Love to have you. If you're enjoying tonight's game, you can also check out more MHS sports action on the all-new Merrimack TV app on your Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV device, Apple iOS, or Android. You may also discover hundreds of programs from Merrimack TV, meeting coverage, local news, community shows, school events, and so much more. Simply download Merrimack TV to watch the next game live or previously recorded games on demand. This is Merrimack TV, your community, your voice, Brian.
Well, I do want to thank another unofficial member of the Merrimack TV staff. That's our junior statistician tonight, Miss Lydia Gagnon.
Yes, thank you so much to her. I think she's getting paid in sun chips tonight. Am I right? Yes.
She's
the coveted sun chip.
She is an aspiring volleyball player. So
great.
Very excited to be here tonight.
Great basketball player. She got volleyball on the radar now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe you'll be seeing her here in the future.
Figure I'd put her to work tonight.
Perfect.
You know? Well, we, as we mentioned, we have two volleyball broadcasts this year. Tonight being the first, obviously. And we'll be back next Wednesday as well against Londonderry. So that should be another fantastic matchup.
That's next Wednesday, Brian?
I believe it is.
You're kidding me. I'm pulling up my calendar right now because I don't even believe that. My goodness. It is next Wednesday.
Sure is.
Wow-wee. All right.
Time flies.
Well, we certainly hope you'll join us then. I'm hoping it's not going to be 98 degrees. We'll be able to have the game.
Absolutely.
Been quite temperate lately, actually. I'm quite comfortable here in the gym tonight, just to really paint the picture for you.
It'll be Petroselli, Maglio, Leah Monroe getting her first action of the game. And then Sam Lina and Sophia Victel and Julia Bradley out there for the Tomahawks. Monroe played most of the JV game. So probably have limited minutes in the varsity game. As Julia Bradley digging it up. Lina puts it up for Petroselli. She couldn't quite get it over the net. And Nashua gets the first point of game 2. We mentioned that JV game, and you and I were both here for that one, Justin.
Yes.
That was a great game.
It really was. I couldn't believe how long the ball would stay in the air. I mean, I know they call it volleyball, but I was impressed.
Some tremendous volleys in that game. It was 15-13 in the last set.
Yes. Close games, great plays.
How about Leah Monroe with the kill coming in there? And we have a 1-1 game. Monroe also on the basketball team. We'll see her later this season. Only a sophomore. Very bright future. Bradley on the outside, knocks it down. So Julia puts Merrimack ahead 2-1. Exactly where they were in game 1. They'd like to hold the lead a little longer this game. Ooh, Monroe mishits that one. And again, right on cue. It's 2-2. First action tonight for Lauren Fornarolo. I hope I'm pronouncing that one correctly.
That sounds right.
And another unforced error there. That is Morgan Gillis. And a 3-2 Merrimack lead. Gillis had 2 aces in that first game. Amelia Walker back in for the Tomahawks. Petroselli on the serve. Oh, nice little touch play there by number 4.
Good effort. Trying to get that dig out, but not quite.
Well, we mentioned that game here last year. Lily Petroselli had the shot heard around the world to end that 4th game.
Yeah, yes.
And force a 5th game against a vastly superior Bishop Girton opponent.
That was an incredible game.
South will get the point there. I mean, that was a young Merrimack team against a very experienced BG team, and they took them right down to the wire. I would say one of the highlights of our sports coverage last year.
Absolutely.
Bradley with the kill. That's 2 for her in this game. And we have a 4-4 game. Nor Deeb into the game. And Marissa Cray as well. Of course, the boys basketball upset against Nashua North also has to rank up there.
Oh,
Best
yes.
sports moments last year.
Yep. It was a good season last year. Good season last year.
Very good season.
A lot of good sports happening. Can always relive those moments. Merrimack TV app, dig into the archives there.
Cray. Nashua has to get it over. What a shot. It's going to be long, I believe. And they're going to call that a... I know in basketball that's a jump ball. Not sure what that is in volleyball. I guess a tie.
I guess.
So no
this
point.
Is pure speculation.
Yeah,
on my end, anyway.
100% speculation. Nordeed. Nice play by Bradley again. Julia Bradley has woken up. It is 6-4. Tomahawks. Cray with that amazing serve. Bradley gets it over, but it's going to be out of bounds. And the point to Nashua, 6-5. Purple Panthers now trailing in this second game. They lead the match 1-0. Nice dig by Petroselli. And Walker hits it way too long. And we are tied at 6. This is number 2, Yvette Byron for Nashua. LD couldn't get there. And Nashua makes it 3 straight points. They take this 7-6 lead. LD puts it up for Walker. And a little touch by Julia Bradley. She's doing it all in this second game.
Got the ups on that one.
Bradley showing she doesn't have to hit it 100 miles an hour. Sometimes just those little touch plays will work. Leah Monroe into the game now for Fornarolo. Bradley, big serve, dug up by Lecklider. Now Petroselli. Ooh, a little miscommunication between Monroe and LD. And we have an 8-7 Nashua lead. Lecklider on the serve. LD puts it up. Petroselli gets it over on the third hit. And a long hit by Sulich, and we're tied at 8 again. Very competitive match here.
It really is.
Second game.
Love it.
Amelia Walker, the junior, on the service. Nashua elects to play it. They get it over on the third hit. LD de Petroselli with the touch. Tomahawks take the lead, 9-8.
And Brian, I've got Grace on the line. She's telling me there's a little issue with the replays currently, so we're trying to troubleshoot that.
Once again, that's our new media assistant, Grace LeMay. Thank you, Grace. Monroe, oh, what a shot by Monroe. Point to Merrimack as that one, not sure what happened there, but Monroe got all of that one.
Absolutely.
3 straight now for the Tomahawks, 10-8. Great serve by Walker. And a point for Merrimack. Tomahawks finding their stride here. The 3-point lead in the second game. I feel like this one's going the distance tonight.
I think that's a fair prediction, Brian.
Walker lets that one fly. 11-9 is our score. And Nashua South will take the serve. Of course, if you were anywhere near Nashua sports in the 90s like I was, this volleyball program was one of the best you will ever see as LD gets the point for Merrimack. They went about 3 or 4 years without losing a game.
You're kidding me.
It was, they were phenomenal. Coached by the legendary John Connolly. I believe that run came to an end in '99. Back to 2023. And a block for Petroselli. Big one right there. Tomahawks take a 13-9 lead. They trailed 8-7 at one point. They scored 5 of the last 6. Monroe keeps it alive. Lina gets it over. Petroselli blocks it.
Wow.
Hello. So much action. I almost couldn't get it out. Tomahawks on a roll right here. 14-9 here in game 2. They trail the match 1-0. Lina, nice job. Gets it to Victor. Petroselli, no. Gets the point,
wow,
yes.
All right.
Boy,
I thought so.
I saw the Nashua players celebrating. But they fooled me. And Nashua wants a timeout to try to stem this rally. Merrimack has scored 8 of the last 9 points. And they now have a 15-9 lead. We are here at the H. Dana Taylor Gymnasium. Thank you so much for joining us on Merrimack TV. Brian Gagnon here, Justin Slez joining me, the Slez Hammer.
Yes, the Slez Hammer,
as we affectionately call him.
If you've been following Merrimack TV Sports, you know that's my it's my moniker, of course, coined by none other than Dave Carter.
The one and only.
Does our football coverage. He did his last game during that half game we did.
The half game, yep.
He was supposed to have one more under his belt, and then that game got rescheduled. We weren't able to do that, but definitely want to thank both Dave and Ralph for all the time they spent and their excellent commentary, really bringing the football game a little extra dimension for Merrimack TV.
Oh, what a play by Merrimack, getting it over.
Appreciate all of our volunteers, of course.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
That was one of the hardest earned points that they didn't get I've ever seen.
Yes.
Wow. 16-10 is our score. Two tremendous defensive plays there on that second to the rally just before that. Monroe with a great serve. And Nashua's number 18, Paige Ouellette, says no thank you. 16-11. A highly entertaining match here tonight between the Tomahawks and the Purple Panthers. Victor keeps it alive.
Wow.
Bradley's got to get it over. She does. Oh, great job by Lina digging that one up. Who wants it? Victor does. Bradley. Yes, ma'am.
Aren't catching that one, Brian. Wow.
Julia Bradley has come alive here in game 2. 4 kills. And now you get Petroselli on the line and a 6-point lead. Oh, she just missed it. Merrimack trying to even this match. They lost game 1, 25-19. They lead here in game 2, 17-12. Big left-hand serve there by Michaela Schubert. Bradley again with a big bomb. And a double hit for Nashua, 18-12. Julia Bradley, the MVP of this second game for Merrimack. But Sam Lina doing yeoman's work on defense for the Tomahawks. So many great digs. Cray gets it over for Merrimack. Now Nashua gets it over. Eldeeb sets up Petroselli, and that one's long. Lily hasn't quite found her stride yet tonight. I think when she does, Nashua's in some trouble.
Absolutely. Like you said, this feels like it might be a five-game set here.
I think we're going to be here a little while. Eldeeb gets it over.
A 5-game match, would it be?
5-game match,
wow.
Yes. That is Mila Sulic once again. Her 5th kill of the game. 18-14. Merrimack trying to not let this one slip away. They've controlled this second game. Eldeeb gets it over. Fornarolo, now Walker off the set from Eldeeb. And the point for Kethy Reddy. All of a sudden, it's 18-15. Nashua's cut this lead in half. Eldeeb got it over, but Nashua able to get it back. Bradley into the net.
Oh.
4 in a row for the Purple Panthers. We got a game here.
Yes, we do, Brian.
And now Merrimack wants to talk it over. Our score in game 2 of this 5-game match, best of 5, 18-16 in favor of Merrimack.
Thank you for watching tonight's game on Merrimack TV Channel 8 and HD 1072, online at merrimacktv.com. We're also available on streaming devices and iOS and Android. Download the all-new Merrimack TV app. We're super excited about it. Brian came in just singing its praises tonight when he showed up. So
I'm telling you, this thing, I'll plug this thing all day. Tremendous. You get everything you need right there.
Absolutely, right in your pocket, right on your TV devices as well.
And you can listen to me and Justin whenever you want.
Imagine
Wherever
that.
you want. I mean,
what a treat.
Bradley, oh my goodness, what a save by Lecklider. Lecklider's got to get it over. Blocked by Walker.
Wow.
No soup for you. Oh my. Amelia Walker. What a block there. And it's 19-16 Tomahawks. Like, yeah, I can't even imagine at my age getting in front of one of those.
No.
And then to be able to, just to be able to
do something with it?
Do anything with it.
Right.
And get a point out of that. That's unbelievable.
You know what, Brennan? I wouldn't want to imagine you in front of one of those either. So
I agree. Petroselli, little bump, gets it over. Sulich, saved by Petroselli. And a double hit on Eldib. Tough break for the Tomahawks. (19-17) game
Nashua
2.
South crawling right back into this.
They sure are.
I guess clawing right back into this. Whatever verbiage you want to use.
Absolutely. Sulich again.
Check out all the verbiage you can on the Merrimack TV app, of course.
We are shameless.
All the games.
19-18. Nashua trying to tie this thing up. That is long, and the point to Merrimack.
See if they can get back on track here, Brian.
Well, you got Walker now on the line. You got a 20-18 lead. Game is to 25. Walker hits it long.
You have to win by 2, Brian?
Got to win by 2.
Win it by 2, all right.
Yep. Well, we thought we'd have an entertaining match tonight, and these two teams are delivering.
100%. Signed, sealed, delivered, Brian. And we're only in the second game here. Nashua, of course, leading 1-0.
Oh, what a save by Cray. Eldib gets it over for Merrimack. That's going to go out. Big point for the Tomahawks. Nashua's had a chance now to tie it a couple of times, but this Merrimack defense holding strong. Remember, this is a very veteran group here for Merrimack. They know what they're doing. Double hit. Or that one, they're going to call that a carry.
Okay.
Got the hand underneath the ball, 22-19. This is an important match for Merrimack, too. When you look at the standings, for their playoff hopes. Big break there, but Nashua gets it over. Lina sets up Petroselli, and she couldn't get it down. Victor digs it up. Lina puts it up.
Oh.
Petroselli couldn't get it. Oh.
Just a little off with the timing on that one.
Just a little off. 22-20. Number 12, Mia Sulich on the line. Hits it long. So now Merrimack 2 points away from winning the second game and evening this match at 1. And they got the sophomore Leah Monroe on the line. Monroe dug up by Sulich. Line out with a great save for Merrimack. Bradley puts it down. Game point for the Tomahawks, 24-20. They are a point away from tying this match. Leah Monroe. Saved by Sulich. Nashua has to get it over. Sulich does. Monroe digs it up. Lina to Bradley. Now Nashua has to get it over. A little tip out of bounds. And Merrimack has won the second game tonight.
All
And
right.
we have a 1-1 match.
Yeah, we sure do, Brian. What a game here tonight.
25-20. That game was owned by Julia Bradley. I'll tell you right now, just a tremendous job by the senior outside hitter. And tremendous job by the defense. Sam Lina, I'll tell you what, very, very impressed with her defensively. Sophia Victor, just tremendous job by the girls there, getting the big win in that game, tying this match 1-1 as we head into the third game.
You know, speaking of third game, Brian, and this is actually an apropos of not the third game necessarily. You know, the town of Merrimack's media division is branded Merrimack TV. The division is actually funded by way of franchise fees from Comcast cable subscribers right here in Merrimack. The town of Merrimack has a community TV facility located at 6 Babusick Lake Road. Of course, invited the audience to come visit us there during business hours if they'd like to check out the studio. Our 4 cable channels reach over 8,000 homes. We're accessible online at merrimacktv.com, on Roku, Apple TV, and what was that other one there? Roku, Apple TV, and of course Amazon Fire devices. We're on iOS. We're on Android. The new Merrimack TV app. Go ahead and download that. It's free. Why not? Follow us on social media. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay informed. You're watching Merrimack TV, your community, your voice. And Brian, when you said might be going in for the long haul tonight, I didn't doubt you for a minute. Here we are, 1-1, both very close games.
Guaranteed 2 more now.
Right up.
So we are halfway through, and you know, again, these two teams very evenly matched. You look at the records: Merrimack at 2-4, Nashua at 5-2.
Okay.
You look at the records, you would see a mismatch, but the schedule Merrimack's had to open the season is just insane. I mean, here's Bedford to open the season.
Yep.
We'll throw BG at you. We'll throw Dover. They've faced some very tough opponents, and you can kind of see that in how they're playing tonight.
You said Dover's undefeated?
Dover is undefeated.
And they put up a fight last week, right?
They put up a pretty good fight. I mean, I think all the games were in the 20s.
Wow.
And they won. They took the first game here, and then lost 3 in a row. But very entertaining match. The girls hung with it. Like I said, they defensively, they are so much improved over a year ago. Staying in a lot of these games. So now, the goal for Merrimack is going to be make the playoffs, and they should have the opportunity. With this schedule getting a little easier for them.
Okay.
Down the stretch, get a few more wins and,
Yep.
and sneak into the playoffs. But you haven't faced the bottom half of the schedule yet, or the bottom half of the standings. I mean, so many good teams that they've faced already.
How many more games are they looking at here, Brian? Any idea? It's a rough estimate. I won't hold you to it.
Probably about 10 more.
10 more games? All right.
Yeah, I think it goes about 18. But
we certainly hope you will join us next week for our other coverage of the volleyball game.
Yeah, well, we should have another great one next week with Londonderry in the house.
The Londonderry Lancers.
They always have quality teams in every sport. We've had some good matchups with Londonderry over the years in various sports. We had a girls game here, girls basketball game here a couple of years ago. Jillian Waller buzzer beater, send the game to overtime. And Tomahawks winning that game in overtime. They came back from 6 down in overtime to win it. That was a Merrimack TV Sports instant classic.
An instant classic.
Well, Nashua South is going to start the third game here with Number 4 on the line. Point to Merrimack. So we got a 1-0 lead. We are in game number 3. This match is tied at a game apiece. Lina, great serve by Nashua, able to get it over, blocked by Petroselli. Lina again saves it. Victor sets up, Flett. And it's a point for Merrimack.
Nice little bit of finesse on that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she meant that or not, but I'm sure she'll take it.
Absolutely. I'm going to say she did mean to do that.
Okay. Lina, big serve. And that's going to be in. Who else? Mia Sulic for Nashua.
Who else, Brian? Dropping bombs.
She's only done that 7 times today.
And this Merrimack Tomahawks defense has been absolutely excellent at digging out those hard hit balls, but some of them you just can't get.
They've been dynamite in this game, and we saw a lot of that last Wednesday too against Dover. Lina's got to get it over. She does. Willette blocked by Petroselli. But she
did not make it back over, I guess.
Yeah, not quite. We're tied at 2. Petroselli, another one of those players we've seen all 3 seasons here that we've covered the team. And an ace for Sulic on top of everything. She's got 2 now. She's pretty good.
I would say so.
This just in. Sam Lina to Petroselli. Oh, my.
Wow.
What a save by Nashua.
Serious.
Victor puts it up for Monroe. They got to get it over. They do. Lina. Petroselli, left-hand tip.
Definitely meant the finesse on that one.
Oh, yes. Willette keeps it alive for Nashua. Leckliner, long hit. Bradley keeps it alive. Monroe on the outside. Yes! 2 kills now for Leah Monroe. And we have a 3-3 game. Well, if you like volleyball, we have got a great contest here tonight on Merrimack TV. Thank you for joining us. Monroe serving right down the line. Beautifully done. Merrimack goes back up by 1. But Monroe, the amount she played in that JV game, coming out strong here in the varsity game. Kept alive by Victor. 3rd hit, they get it over. It's going to be a double hit on Monroe for a carry. Can't get your hands under the ball in volleyball. And Monroe's going to take a break. Number 9, Jordan McLaughlin will enter the game for the Tomahawks. She's a junior, and this is her first action of the game. Oh, an unlucky break for the Tomahawks. Very lucky break for Nashua. They get the point 5-4. And that's an ace for number 5, Morgan Gillis, her 3rd of the game. That one goes long. 5-5 in this second game. Match is tied at 1, game tied at 5. Everything you could ask for and more tonight. Big block by Bradley. They're going to say she hit the net. And the point will go to Nashua. They lead 6-5. I don't know how they don't hit the net more often.
I see them go up to do the blocks, and I'm thinking like, oh boy, here comes they're going to touch the net. But nope, they've got great control. I don't know how they do it.
Probably
I'd be falling through that thing.
Exactly.
That was me.
Lina was blocked there. Nashua gets it over. McLaughlin with the point for Merrimack. Nice job by Jordan. Harley 2-foot comes in now for Sam Lina. This is Rachel Flett on the line in a 6-6 game, game 2. A big hit there by Molly Leckliner. Good evening. 7-6. She got all of that one.
Possibly more.
Yes. Number 2, Yvette Byron. One of those funny serves off the net. Merrimack keeps it alive. Bradley. Now Sulich. What a stig by Jordan McLaughlin. Boy, she's making her time count. That's 2 big points for Jordan since coming in. And Leah Monroe will come back in for her. So 2 massive points there for Jordan McLaughlin. And we are tied at 7. We've seen all night what Mia Sulich has done, and McLaughlin just comes right off the bench and steps right in front of one of those bombs.
It was one of those ones we were talking about earlier, Brian, where I think either you or I would just kind of be rolling out of the way, maybe.
Yep.
If we had time to even think to do that.
I would just say,
probably
yep,
getting bonked.
I'm out. Thank you. That's why we're here and they're there.
Absolutely. An absolutely incredible play.
Julia Bradley just missing on that one. And we have an 8-8 game. We have alternated points here for the last several points. Oh, nice play by 2-foot. Sulich tipped at the net. Merrimack can't recover. 9-8 Nashua. 2 very evenly matched teams in a very competitive match here tonight at the H. Dana Taylor Gymnasium. Oh, Bradley mishits that one. And she says, my bad. 10-8. Purple Panthers, 1-1 match. This is game 3 of a best of 5. 2-foot puts it up, and Walker hits that into the 7th row. Want to get a little more downward action on that one.
Maybe check out the physics of the spin. We'll get back to you next week on that.
Absolutely. Point to the Tomahawks. 11-9. Nashua had reeled off 4 straight. Now it's Walker. With the bomb. Nashua keeps it alive, though. They get it over. 2-foot sets up Petroselli. And Leckliner gets it over. Walker, the 2-foot to Petroselli. Nashua keeps it alive. Oh, what a save by Walker. Monroe gets it over for Merrimack. DeGrazia to Bradley. And little tip. Monroe. Big point for Merrimack.
Unbelievable.
Wow. Monroe played one out of the ceiling and then was able to finish that one off. Excellent job by the sophomore. Walker hits it long. And it's 12-10 Nashua. Of course, this is Nashua South. I keep referring to them as Nashua. For a while, they were the only Nashua, but of course, it's been 20 years now. You think
of course.
You know.
It does denote Nashua South on the screen, Brian, so give you a pass.
You know.
Give you a pass.
And long serve, DeGrazia puts it up. Monroe with a little tip. And that goes into the ceiling. And it will be a point to Merrimack, 12-11. I'm thinking when the other team hits it into the ceiling on the other side, that's a dead ball. Apparently.
Okay.
But if you hit it in your own,
then you play
on your
it.
own side, you play it. That's what it looks like.
That's a fair guess, I would say.
Any volleyball aficionados out there, please let us know. And
yeah, drop us a line at Merrimack TV at merrimacknh.gov. Of course, any other questions you might have for myself or Nicholas LaValle, the Media Services Coordinator, you can drop us a line there.
Big hit right there by Haley Hicks. Point to Nashua on a double hit. 13-12, Purple Panthers. Big serve by Sulich. And she knocks one into the net. Nashua keeps it alive. Bradley. Victor. Petroselli. Oh, my. Bradley to line on to Petroselli.
Wow.
Oh, my.
Unreal, Brian. Unreal.
Lily Petroselli. Boy, there are points, and there are points. We've seen a couple tremendous points
all tied
for
up
Merrimack
now
in this one. We are tied at 13. Hicks gets it over for Nashua. Petroselli, no. Victor, another save. Bradley knocks it down for Merrimack. Leckliner. They got to get it over. They do. Line it to Victor. She gets it over. And the point's going to go to Merrimack. Wow. 14-13 here in game 3.
I'm in disbelief at how evenly matched these teams are right now,
It's
Brian.
really tremendous. 14-14.
Speaking of which, we're all tied up again.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Would you believe we have been tied in this match at 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, 4-4, 5-5, 6-6, 7-7, 8-8, 9-9, 10-10, 11-11. Pretty crazy.
I don't believe that for 1 minute, Brian, and I've been standing here watching.
Victor to Bradley. You know what, I actually don't believe myself. I'm going to check that again.
You better double check that, Brian.
Yes. Great save. Great attempted save there.
I know at least up to 8-8, and then I lost track.
An 11-8. Okay, here we go. 8-8, 13-13, 14-14. I'm going to confirm those numbers. It's been a crazy match, nonetheless.
Check the replay on the Merrimack TV app later on.
Yes, exactly. You guys can do your own stats.
Okay.
There we go.
We'll put it on the list, Brian. We'll put it on the list.
Guess what? We have a 15-15 game.
Might see if Lydia's got any stats for us.
Here's Petroselli. Tie game. Hicks saved by Petroselli. Now Lina puts it up for Bradley. Tips it home. No, she hit the net. She hit the net. She's in disbelief. 16-15.
Tough break on that one.
Eleni Romero coming in Michaela Schubert coming in. She will serve for Nashua. 16-15, game 3. 1-1 match. And that is knocked into the net. We're tied at 16.
I'm not going to believe you when you tell me which points we've been tied at through this whole game, Brian. So don't even try and tell me. Unless you're checking it out right now, I'm all ears.
I think I got it now.
All right.
I think I got it. Petroselli puts it up. Bradley knocks it way out. 17-16.
A little far. A little too much mustard on that one.
All right, so.
All right.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We've been tied.
Unreal.
So we've had, looks like 9 ties in this third game. Bradley trying to make it a 10th. Sulich blocked by Amelia Walker. Oh, my goodness.
Are we tied again, Brian?
We're tied again.
Are you kidding me?
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 ties in this second game. That is about as evenly matched as you can get.
I totally agree.
Molly Lecklider on the line for Nashua South. DeGrazia tried to put it over and could not. 19-17. Merrimack's going to take a timeout here. Trailing by 2. I believe that's the most they've trailed by in this game. Well, they trailed 11-8. And came back from that, but crunch time here for the Tomahawks.
Yes.
We thank you for joining us tonight here on Merrimack TV. We hope you're enjoying the coverage. Hoping you're enjoying Justin and I act like we know what we're talking about.
I put on quite the facade sometimes, although I don't know that I'm getting it past the audience out there tonight.
Yeah. I mean, we've had some very educational volleyball broadcasts. You know, we had the What is a Libero?
Yes. Yep.
We had the Is that a Blackbird or is that a Tomahawk?
I'll never forget that one. I don't even think like the hawk was on our radar, was it?
It was not
originally, and then we really had to think about it. We're like, wait a second.
I'm like, wait a second, we got a bird for a mascot? Monroe knocks it out of bounds, 20-17. Nashua South, 3-point lead.
Always learning, you know.
Always.
Never stop learning.
I agree. DeGrazia lets that go out of bounds very smartly. 20-18. Amelia Walker, big service here for the Tomahawks. And she hits it long, 21-18. Four back into the game for South. I was going to say, I'm going to look at the names on the backs of the shirts, but
they're all just South.
They all just say South.
You know, they had, what'd they have on their warm-up shirts tonight, Ryan?
Purple Rain.
Purple Rain.
I love it.
The Prince Purple Rain text. Of course, rain being spelt as in like the reigning champs. I was going to try and spell that off the cuff here. R-E-I-G-N, rain. Is that right? No, I'm missing a letter there.
M-O-U-S-E.
Yeah, thank you. It's about the size of part of my brain that knows how to spell.
Right. Big hit, out of bounds. Point to Merrimack. Sulich missed that one. 22-19. Merrimack still in this. And Sam Line is going to come in to serve. Rachel Flett will come in for DeGrazia.
REIGN. Thank you, Internet.
Well done. And how do you spell ace?
ACE.
That's right.
I would spell the player's name if I had my the sheet in front of me here, but
22-20. Sam Lina gets her second ace of the game. How about another one? Ooh, great play by Sulich. Dug up by Bradley. Now Lina gets it in play. Bradley almost gets it down. Nashua gets it over. Lina setting up Monroe with a little two-hand tip. And that goes way out of bounds. 22-21. 3 straight points for Merrimack.
Keeping them honest in the bleachers over there. They got their hands up waiting for it.
Lina looks to tie this third game. Very important third game. Point to Merrimack.
Point to Nashua.
Or to Nashua, rather.
What happened?
Some sort of illegal formation, it looked like. That is out of bounds. Point to the Tomahawks. That's a big one right there, 23-22. And as a reminder, game is to 25, but you must win by 2. Leah Monroe. Good serve. Ball is tipped over, kept up by Bradley. Bradley knocks it down.
Oh, my goodness.
We are tied at 23. That's her 5th kill of this game. (23-23).
And an odd hush falls over the H. Dana Taylor Gymnasium, Brian.
I hate when I'm the only one talking and I have a headset on.
Yes, you can't tell how loud you are. Yeah, I know. I feel the same way sometimes, but all these people appreciate it, you know?
Big point for Monroe.
Unbelievable. Here we go, Brian.
Game point for the Tomahawks. 24-23.
And Nashua South has taken a timeout.
Oh,
here.
this is a big spot in this game.
A really good use of timeout, I would say.
They're going to see what they can do on this serve. Monroe has done a great job in this game. Coming in, let me say, she played a ton in that JV game. And coming up here to the varsity game and doing work.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Must have had her Wheaties this morning, Brian.
Absolutely.
Keep them running. These young kids, they can go. They can just keep going.
Winner of this game will take a 2-1 lead in the match, and Merrimack is a point away from doing so. And this is Leah Monroe. And knocked out of bounds, but it's off. Oh no, it's deflected. They changed the call. And they're going to say it was deflected out of bounds by Merrimack, so the point goes to Nashua, 24-24. We have another tie. That is our 14th tie of this second game, third game, rather. Lina keeps it alive. Sulich. Kept alive by Lina again.
Man.
Oh, man.
Effort was there, but Sulich again, unreal.
Jeez. Well, oh, no. I thought you had to win by 2. Apparently you don't.
Another point of education here, Merrimack TV.
Was that a timeout? Let's see.
I don't know.
We're going to find out. Apparently that was Merrimack timeout. By the looks of it, we got a minute on the clock.
Okay. All right, yes. Merrimack timeout. Never stop learning, Brian.
Never stop learning. That is the motto of tonight's match. Oh, that little deflection.
Ah, man.
Man, we'll see if they can rebound from this. It is Morgan Gillis on the serve for Nashua. 25-24. Game point for the Purple Panthers. Lina to Petroselli. They're going to set up number 17,
bounds.
Haley Hicks. It's out of bounds. We're tied at 25. What a third game between these two teams. And Lily Petroselli on the serve. That ball goes over, and it's knocked down by Rachel Flett. Second kill of the game. Merrimack game point, 26-25. And they got just who they want on the line, Lily Petroselli. Petroselli. Nashua, third hit coming. They get it over. Petroselli digs it up. Lina sets up. Bradley, yes! 2-1. Merrimack takes the third game, 27-25.
What a set, Brian.
That was one for the ages right there. Bradley again doing work and putting down the game-winning point there, 27-25 Merrimack. They now lead the match 2-1.
What was the official count on number of times it was tied, Brian? 15?
That 25-25 tie was the 15th tie.
Wow.
Of game two. That is unbelievable. So now Merrimack a game away here from taking this match.
Now, Brian, when I tell you this, I'm not trying to brag. I'm just trying to get some information out there for you at home. You know, this summer, Merrimack TV won a national award from the Alliance for Community Media. An episode from our Merrimack Moment series was recognized as the best web-based program on community television in the country, Brian.
Unreal.
This award displays Merrimack TV's commitment to community media, fostering community partnerships, and shining a spotlight on the people that make Merrimack a wonderful place to live. Thank you so much for supporting Merrimack TV. Your community, your voice. If you can't get enough of Merrimack TV, check out the Merrimack TV app, anywhere you can download apps. Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, iOS on Apple phones, and of course, Android. Free to download. Check it out. Catch live games. Got all kinds of school events, local news, community shows, meeting coverage, so much more. And of course, you can check this game out later on if you want to catch the replay. It's Merrimack TV on any device. Take it with you.
Well, we are so happy that you have joined us tonight.
I'm thrilled, Brian.
I'm happy to be here as always. You know, what a third.
And game. I know you're talking to the audience at home. You're not talking about.
Oh,
I'm not. I'm sure you're thrilled I'm here too.
I'm always thrilled you're here,
yes.
Justin. But what a third game by the Tomahawks. They come back in that one, survive. Let me say 15 ties in that game.
A little bit of a nail biter that last few points.
They trailed 22-18, 23-19. Also, we're down the game point. They were down 25-24.
Yep.
20-17. They had several deficits they had to come back from in that match. That was
a little late deficits after being tied for most of the game.
That was a tremendous win for the Tomahawks right there. Now let's see if they can get this match. They are a game away here. We are about to start game number 4. And if you are just joining us, Nashua South took the first game 25-19. Merrimack took the second game 25-20. And we just had a thriller in the third game. taken by Merrimack, 27-25.
Yes.
It has been the Julia Bradley and Mia Sulich show tonight on, as far as outside hitters go. I mean, these two have stolen the show. Sam Lina on the serve for Merrimack. She digs one up there. Big point for Eleni Romero. And Nashua gets the first point of game number 4. One nothing in favor of the Purple Panthers. Petroselli, yes!
Hammers it, Brian. Absolutely hammers that one.
Wow. We got a 1-1 game. Oh, I tell you, it took Petroselli a while. That's her first kill, I believe. No, that's her second of the game. If she gets going, Nashua's in trouble. And that's a long hit by number 18, Paige Willett. And a 2-1 Tomahawks lead. Remember, Nashua South 5-2 on the season. They are no slouch. Line out to Victor, sets up Bradley. Bradley, another bomb, but dug out by Lechleiter. Great job. What a save by Victor.
Man.
Now Bradley tips it over. And that one's blocked out of bounds. It'll be Nashua points. Also think about how close Merrimack came to winning that third game with the regulation 25 points. It looked like he originally called it for Merrimack, and then they called the tip.
Yep, we got
and switched it to Nashua. So they overcame some adversity in that game, and gotta give them a lot of credit.
Absolutely. Looks like we're tied again, Brian.
Tied once again, yes. Two incredibly evenly matched squads. Some great volleyball tonight. All these girls deserve a ton of credit for how well they have played. We've seen some, even going back to the JV game, just tremendous volleys.
Oh, yeah.
Points.
Was that in?
Varsity knocks it out. It was out by inches.
Inches.
I do agree with the call. That was just out. Oh, what a bomb right there by number 4. Her second ace of the game, and Nashua takes a 4-2 lead. And that's going to go long. Point to the Tomahawks. 4-3 our score, and Amelia Walker back in for Sophia Victor, who has been outstanding tonight for Merrimack. Blocked down by Walker. We are tied at 4. Boy, Amelia Walker around the net. Not as tall as some of these other girls, but boy, did she get the job done. Sulich again gets the point for Nashua. 8th kill of the game for Sulich. She has been unreal. Line on to Walker. Oh my goodness. Dug out by number 4. Line on to Bradley. Blocked by number 5, Morgan Gillis. Morgan Gillis has 2 blocks in this game. That was a big one for Nashua. And it is 6-4. Fled to Lina, now Walker. tips it up. And Gillis. Nashua will get the point as Merrimack hit the net there. 3 straight points for the Purple Panthers. Zulich to Cray into the ceiling. And Lina gets it over. And another point for Nashua. That is Paige Willett. 4 in a row now for the team in purple. You don't see many purple teams.
You really don't.
Flett knocks it out. So Merrimack starting to come unglued here a little bit. They trail 9-4 here in game 4.
That be their biggest deficit since the first set there? Or?
I believe it is.
Or maybe the second set.
I'm going to check that.
I know that third game is
Bradley again. That'll end that Nashua run. I'm looking back through here. And it looks like, yeah, first set 20-14. (9-6) now our score as Merrimack gets the point. Rachel Flett on the service. Big jump serve. And another ace. Two big points for Rachel Flett.
Getting right back into it, Brian.
She is a junior. Ball tipped up over Walker. Petroselli to 2-foot. Cray's going to get it over. She can't.
Good effort.
So it's now 10-7. Sophia DeGrazia will come into the game for Rachel Flett. Nice job by Rachel. Walker. Oh, my goodness. Out of bounds. That had a little something on it.
Mustard, maybe.
Yes.
It's my go-to.
Number 5, Morgan Gillis for Nashua South. Dug up by Cray. DeGrazia can't keep it alive. That was just a shot there by Gillis. She has had quite the game for Nashua South. Gillis hits it deep. And Merrimack hanging around here in game 4. It is 12-8. And Leah Monroe back into the game for number 2, Marissa Cray. Bradley with a great serve. Into the net for Nashua. 12-9. We are in game number 4. Dug up by Sulich. Now they get it over. 2-foot. Gets it to Walker. And Amelia Walker knocks one down. That's her second kill of the game. It's 12-10. And Juliet Bradley with the ace. Boy, Bradley has been outstanding tonight for this Tomahawks team. 12-11 our score here in game 4. Bradley, big serve. Nashua gets it over. Now Bradley to Monroe. 2-foot gets it over. Kind of caught Nashua by surprise a little, but a big, big spike right there for Haley Hicks. (13-11), Nashua South. Trying to even this match at 2 games apiece. Merrimack trying to go home with a win.
Trying to get to 3 and 5 on the season, Brian?
I believe so. Ooh, Bradley mishits that one. And it's 14-11, Nashua South. Monroe, big bomb for Leah Monroe. How do you do? 14-12. Wow, has she been impressive tonight? The sophomore. Got a couple more years of her.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure this varsity squad will be happy to have her.
Yes. Big block by Petroselli. And Nashua gets it right back. 15-12. Number 2, Yvette Byron into the game. She will serve for the Purple Panthers. If there is a 5th game tonight, that game goes to 15. But right now, it's looking like Nashua wants to get it there.
Could be looking at a 5th game, Brian.
Yeah, we thought in game 1 this thing would be going the distance. DeGrazia, now Petroselli. Nice little tip.
You ever hate being right, Brian?
Always. My wife hates it even more.
I bet she does.
Dug up by DeGrazia. 2-foot for Petroselli. Yes! Lily Petroselli, her 2nd kill of this 4th game. DeGrazia will sit down, as will 2-foot. Rachel Fleck coming in. And Sophia Victor coming in. 16-13. Game 4. This 5-game match. Merrimack leads 2-1. And Lina mishits on that serve. 17-13. This is the libero for Nashua, Molly Lechleiter. Lina to Petroselli, hits it over the front line. They're trying to set up Morgan Gillis. She can't get it over the top. Point to Merrimack. (17-14). Merrimack trying to get back in this 4th game. And Leah Monroe on the line. And she'll knock that into the bleachers. Monroe was on the serve for those game-winning points in the 3rd game. And she'll take a breather now. Marissa Cray back into the game for Merrimack. Our score, 18-14, game 4. Number 4 on the line for Nashua. Long hit, out of bounds. So some unforced errors here for both teams. (18-15), and Lily Petroselli to serve for Merrimack. Sulich, dug up by Petroselli. Lina puts it up. Bradley tries to put it down, but it was saved. Big block by Amelia Walker. Point to Merrimack as they touch the net.
Man.
And it is now 18-16.
Nashua South doesn't seem
Point to
happy
Walker.
with the call.
Yeah, not pleased. We'll see if that affects them in any way here. Sulich says, doesn't affect me. 19-16. And Sulich on the line. She has been awesome for the Purple Panthers. Dug up by Cray, but out of bounds. And Nashua up by 4. Merrimack's going to get a timeout here. Game number 4. Merrimack up 2-1 in the match. Trails 20-16 in this game.
You know, if you're enjoying the game tonight, you can check out more MHS sports action on the all-new Merrimack TV app on your Roku, Apple TV, or Amazon Fire TV device. Also available via iOS and Android. You may also discover hundreds of programs from Merrimack TV, meeting coverage, local news, community shows, school events, and so much more. Simply download Merrimack TV to watch the next game live or previously recorded games on demand. This is Merrimack TV, your community, your voice. And we have quite the game here tonight, Brian. Two very evenly matched teams, Merrimack, Nashua South.
If you like sports, this is the place to be.
This
tonight.
is it.
So it'll be Nashua with the ball.
Knocking on the door of game
Sulich.
5 here if they keep rolling.
I hope I'm pronouncing that name right because she's been phenomenal.
The way
for
you're
Nashua.
pronouncing it, Brian, I wouldn't even think oh, maybe he's mispronouncing the name.
It
Do you have it
rolls.
written down there? Can I see it?
Sujlic.
I have to actually see. Let me see it. Let me see it.
There you go. 20-17.
Oh, yeah, that's got to be.
Can't be anything else, right?
I wouldn't imagine saying it any other way.
All right,
Not after
we'll go
hearing
with
it
that.
so many times tonight.
We're going to go with it.
All right, perfect.
Oh, my goodness, what a save. And Nashua almost kept that going. And who else? Mia Sulich down on the floor there. But Walker gets the big point for the Tomahawks, 20-18. And Rachel Flett on the serve. Big serve by Rachel Flett. Blocked by Walker, out of bounds. Oh my goodness. 21-18 Nashua. DeGrazia back into the game for Flett. Gillis on the serve. 2 foot to Cray. Sulich into the nets. Boy, she hasn't done that much tonight. 21-19. Big points here for Merrimack. And they got their person on the line right here, Julia Bradley. Two foot to Monroe. Dug out by number 4. Now Lecklider puts it up. That was Hayes, I believe, or Hicks, rather. They put it up. Willett. Blocked by Walker!
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my! 21-20.
It ain't over yet, Brian. It ain't over yet.
Bradley, big serve. Gets the ace. That's 4 today for Julia Bradley. We are
Finally
tied at 21.
again after trailing most of this game. Oh, and there's the jinx.
She knocks it into the net. 22-21. My goodness. Don't know if my heart can take this, Justin. This is very exciting action tonight.
It's great.
These girls all deserve a round of applause after this game.
I have a feeling they'll probably get it.
Monroe, big hit. And a point to Merrimack. We're tied again at 22. Merrimack, if they can find a way here to get 3 points, will walk out of here with a big win and keep their playoff hopes alive. Victor. Tipped over, nice play by Victor. And we've got a net violation on the South.
Oh my goodness, Brian. This is unbelievable.
And the coach disagrees. 23-22. Merrimack 2 points away from walking out of here with a big victory. They've trailed most of this fourth game, too. Victor, big serve. They get it over. Victor keeps it alive. They got to get it over. Victor does. Sulich. Oh, my
it stays
goodness.
in. Ugh.
Oh.
Just standing there looking at it. How do you get that anyway? Ugh. Unreal.
Wow. Justin, we're tied at 23.
I'd never believe that, Brian.
What a match between these two outstanding teams. Petrucelli. Now Sulich. Partially blocked. Victor keeps it alive. Monroe gets it over. And it's going to be a net violation. Merrimack will get the point. It is game points for the Tomahawks. And Sam Lina is going to be the person they go to with a chance to win it. Match point here for Merrimack, 24-23. They have trailed almost this entire fourth game. Chance to get the win. Sam Lina. Dug up by Lecklider. Blocked by Wooker and Petrucelli. And Petrucelli. And the Tomahawks get the win.
Holy cow, Brian.
25-23.
Are you kidding me right now?
Rachel Flett and Lily Petrucelli on the block right there to win the game for the Tomahawks. They lose the first game tonight and win 3 straight. 25-23. They take the third game. And they are fired up. A well-deserved victory tonight for these girls. And that was just, if you look at the fourth game tonight, and they trailed by as many as 6 points at one point in that fourth game. Actually, by 7. They trailed at one point.
Yeah, it was feel like it was getting a little away from them.
It was getting out of hand. And the Tomahawks come away with a huge victory tonight. They go to 3-5 on the season. And Nashua drops to 5-3. I'm sorry, 3-4 for the Tomahawks on the season. They had the one game canceled, the Londonderry game moved to next Wednesday. And we will be here with you. Thank you very much to my junior statistician tonight, Lydia Gagnon, as she did a wonderful job on the stats for us. She says Merrimack 25-23 in that fourth game. And Julia Bradley ending with 7 kills and 4 aces tonight. Just a tremendous game. Thank you very much to Miss Lydia. And thank you all the viewers. Thank you, Justin. And we'll be back with you next Wednesday.
Yeah, I hope you'll join us next Wednesday. You can always, if you're not able to come down, experience it in person. You can check it out on the Merrimack TV app. So thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you at the next one. This is Merrimack TV, your community, your voice.